Howdy, howdy. How we going, boys? Another week of the Three-Peat podcast. How we going?
Going awesome, mate. Just listening to the Lonzo Ball's diss track on Kyle Kuzma. What a throwback. It's got me in the right mood to talk basketball.
I'm glad to be back. Missed last week. Sorry, boys, but I'm back. I'm ready. I'm excited.
That's
Good.
all right. The
Cheers
show
to
goes
that.
on. The show goes on, Chris. Quick cheers. We're back.
Cheers, lads.
I don't want to put one over the equipment, but
Nah, don't do that.
Click.
shit. Alrighty. I think
Enjoyable.
the easiest part of this podcast is the first topic summarized by the weekend we've just had, the All-Star weekend. Where do we want to begin?
Oh, it was
I think
entertaining.
We'll begin by everyone came over on Sunday, watched the skills. Sadly for us in Australia, we miss out on the All-Star game to all get together because it falls on a Monday. But how did you guys find the Saturday, Sunday events for us?
Mate, McClung. That's all I got to say. The savior of the dunk contest. The second coming. What, you weren't
No.
impressed?
No.
Give us your opinion.
Were you genuinely not
No,
impressed?
so hear me out. Was I impressed? Yes. Are you telling me that that saved the dunk contest? No.
Yes.
No. And I'll tell you why. Is anyone we want to see going to go in it next year because of it? Let me just throw out some names. Anthony Edwards, John Morant, Zion, Zach LaVine. You're telling me that would not be better?
I'll be happy to see McClung again next year and see what he comes up with.
I understand. I'm not saying he's not awesome and he's done amazing, but the dunk contest isn't back. Until one of these big names goes, I want to do it. Why has LeBron never done it?
Well, we just watched Morant try and do some dunks.
In game.
Yeah,
But
in
then
game.
Why can't you do
I'll
it the
give him
night
that.
before?
I'll give-
Why can't you do it the night before, Joe? I'm watching you do crazy shit in the All-Star game the next day. Just come on down. You got a minute 30. Just do two, and you can go, miss one so you don't have to do the second one. Just
Well, you know why? The prize money is not even that great.
But don't get me started on prize money in the All-Star game. I watched two teams play for $100,000 when the combined net worth $2 billion. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear prize money. And the prize money in the All-Star game is the biggest brainwashing to society. That's like me, and I thought about this. It's like me going to school on a mufti day, giving my $2 donation and going, I'm fucking saving this charity. That's what it's like in terms of net worth at that time.
Yes,
You-
but
Are
they
you
don't,
comparing $2 to $100,000?
they don't
Well,
need to do it for charity.
No, but-
we should just be glad that they are doing it at least.
Yeah.
And I am comparing it because my net worth at 16
Oh,
compared to
yeah.
Nikola Jokic, LeBron's a billionaire. And he's going,
LeBron's not putting up the money.
no, but I'm saying they go, wow, we're giving for these charities. They're like, wow, the charities really make a difference. No, it doesn't. It
LeBron's
doesn't.
got his own charity.
Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference. It's just a layup line. We'll get
Of
into
course,
that.
it is a publicity stunt for him, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, wow, we're going to give 100,000. I'm sorry.
I
Nikola
think
Jokic signed a
totals out
5-year.
to- It totals out to be a lot more than 100,000. That's just per quarter.
Yeah, but Nikola Jokic just signed a 5-year, $250 million plus contract. What's he doing? $400,000.
No, you know what? I'm giving him props. At least they're giving something.
Oh, of course. But I look at it as if you're all million. Like KD said when they asked him, "Oh, what do you think about the All-Star draft?" And we'll get to this, and he said, "Oh, I don't feel bad for the last pick because it's the last of the millionaires to get picked." It's like, well, yeah, fair enough. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
No, but back to the dunk contest. Was it nice to see a bit of vibe about
A
it?
bit of excitement. is
Of
what we'll call
course,
it.
of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I do think the scoring needs to go back to normal because it is on Fraud Watch. No one besides Karl Malone gave a score below 47 or 46. And my reasoning is, back in the day, you'd get dunks, for example, who was it? Oh, was it Kenyon Martin Jr. who missed two of his three? He missed his first two attempts. On his third attempt, he got it. Sorry, the game's the game. That's 9s all round, which is 45. But they're giving him 48, 49. No, fuck off. You don't just lose 1 point.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you on the scoring. At the time of watching, I was like, bringing out an average makes sense, but what's the point? If they wanted to do averages, just drop it down to 10.
Yeah,
What's the point in bringing it to 50? Because no one's going to give below a 45.
yeah. And Karl Malone gave a 45, and we're like, oh my days, he doesn't rate the dunk. No, he's just saying it's 5 9s around the board.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm watching. We won't individually pick out the judges, but there were some
Except
questions.
Karl Malone.
No, but I stand with Karl Malone on
Yeah.
that one. That's the only thing I stand with Karl Malone on. But I do stand with Karl Malone on that one because he was honest. He said that's 5 9s. It's not perfect. It's not 49. It's 5 nines, and that's a fair score. And everyone's like, "Ooh, he doesn't rate them." Well, no, he's just calling it as it is.
Yeah, he's going off what he sees,
Yeah.
what he reckons it would have been like.
Like on past, if that dunk was last year, okay, yeah, some of them would have won the dunk contest last year. But if they did in like previous years, they would have gone, yeah, max like 49, maybe 46.
But the biggest thing with McClung is he hit the dunk first time every time. That's respect. He knew his capabilities. He went into it and he was ready, and he put on a show. In all aspects, he put on a show.
He proved he was the only one that actually put time into practicing it.
Yeah.
He made sure he was ready to perform. It wasn't just putting on a dunk. It was an actual like entertainment. That's what he was trying to provide, and he did it.
Yeah. Now we did say last week, Will and I, that he's going to win. And funny enough, we didn't bet on anything for the All-Star weekend.
Well, that's what happens when you have a bad day at the races the day beforehand. You don't want to. You
comment.
don't want
We
to.
move on from that win only. But even the 3-point contest, I said for all the shit I talk about, I think Damian Lillard's going to win it. But
I think we all called that straight
Yeah.
before. Like I wasn't on the pod with you, but right before it, even I said Dame's
Yeah.
got this.
It's
Like
one of them.
it was either Dame or Buddy. No, I don't think anyone picked Tyrese to have such a good first round, which
No.
is quite amazing considering he has the most weird-looking shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
He can hit the
unco.
thing.
I expected them to have a good All-Star game, but not because with the All-Star game, it's just all the young ones that normally get more minutes besides De'Aaron Fox. But that's a
Oh, I couldn't believe him.
yeah.
I don't know who was more disappointing, De'Aaron or Bam, when it came to the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Neither did a thing. But
Yeah.
we'll get more into that. Let's just stick with
Yeah.
the shooting at the moment.
Dunk contest. Is it back? It's only going to be back when one of those big names do it.
I reckon they put McClung in Levine.
Yeah, but
Levine won't come back.
so my thing
You
is,
reckon? Just
know,
because he
like,
got robbed twice.
I don't think anyone over 23 years old ever goes back in.
But he's
I think
still so athletic.
it's always going to be the rookies and the sophomores
Yeah.
that go in,
so
trying to create a name, trying to go, oh, okay, I can dunk the shit out of this ball. I will sell tickets if you bring me in the last 2 minutes when no one gives a shit.
yeah. So that's my whole thing. Like, it'll be back when I see one of these big players. And I was watching Stephen A. Smith this morning, and he was saying how he blames LeBron for the dunk contest being ruined. Now the reason being, and it's an
I
honest
saw
one,
that go into uproar, like just fans were losing it over
because
that.
the reason why he said the NBA follows LeBron's lead. LeBron is the face of the NBA. When he turned it down, because I was reading the book by Brian Windhorst on LeBron, and he was saying
Yeah.
how Sprite offered LeBron a lot because it was a Sprite slam dunk contest, and LeBron was the prime sport, Sprite sponsored LeBron. Like LeBron was their athlete. He was their figurehead for the athletes, and they're like, LeBron, please, and he goes, no. It's like when the bubble situation happened, whatever LeBron said, they followed.
Yeah.
And now he's said, no, I don't want to do the dunk contest. Like, you look like it was interesting watching Stephen A. explain. He was like, look, Jordan did it, Iverson did it, Vince Carter, no, not Iverson.
Yeah, but LeBron said no years and years and years ago, like early in his career.
Yeah, and that's why now you've got players like Ja Morant going, you're telling me I
guess.
watched Ja Morant the next day. He's crazy.
No, yeah,
crazy.
he's explosive talent.
And he was just like, nah, I don't feel like doing it. And it's interesting because like Stephen A's thing was LeBron's never let anyone down. Besides, he was like, this is the only thing that I criticize him for in terms of what he brought to the game. There's other stuff you can talk about. There's who's better and stuff like that. But like, he showed up everything. Half his career he's played in the finals. That's just fucking wild. But then it's like he's showed athletes in the NBA that you can just say no to the dunk contest and it doesn't really matter anymore. You know what I mean? And that's why you've got Mac McClung's in it because,
He needs to make a name.
but also because no one really cares. You know what I mean? They would have went to Jar first, and Jar's gone, no. They would have gone to all the big dogs and said, hey. And then they've gone, well, you know what? We've got this kid in the G League who's really good at dunking. He's making a statement in the G League.
Yeah.
Let's give him the show because he'll do more with that platform, and that matters more to him. That's why he tried so hard and put off such great dunks in the first attempt every time, because it's a more important platform for him. You know, he almost matched his career earnings from that one thing.
Yeah, 106,000 to 100,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he pretty much like his whole.
Well, no wonder you want to win.
But that's the thing, and for him now, the next day he's hosting something at the halftime show. Like, why is Mac McClung doing the halftime
I
media
think he
stuff?
just introduced someone.
Yeah,
he didn't do much.
But you're telling me he would have done that before?
Whoever won it was probably going to do it.
Yeah, and then you've also got to shout out Philadelphia for signing him
Yeah.
to a contract, so he just wears a jersey.
I was going to say it's a good marketing
Smart
move.
by them.
Yeah,
Because how much is a 10-day contract? It's still quite a bit.
Was it 10-day or was it just a two-way?
It was. We looked it up. It was a two-way. We all thought it
Oh,
was
it
just
did become a
10-day.
two-way.
It was a two-way contract.
Yeah, so he's there for a bit, which is good. Let him play in the G League. He's great. Like,
They'll just leave him down there. They're not bringing him up.
nah,
Well, they don't need him.
No, he'll come
When
up.
you look at
he'll
the
come up end of the
team,
season.
Towards end, maybe when they're starting to rest guys or trying to
He'll
get
get that taco
specific
fall
seeding.
treatment.
But once they're looking and hunting for seeding, he might get a game. But until then, I don't think he's playing much.
Let him ball. Let him ball. Now, after the 3-point contest, we'll quickly just touch on the tragedy. It was the skills challenge. I couldn't bring myself to watch the whole thing. I watched it on YouTube back 3 times, and I still couldn't figure out.
I think my favorite thing from the skills challenge is just how happy Walker Kessler looked the whole time. Man
just
had
vibing.
he was vibing. He had a massive smile on his face.
He's a rookie being invited to All-Star Weekend. Not many do.
Yeah,
Also in
participate.
Utah as well.
in Utah, he's got
He
the
had to
crowd
have a
support. Oh, I just thought he looked so cute.
was
I
just
was like,
vibing.
what a guy! Like he looks like a friendly giant.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
He does, but like he performed better in the Rising Stars than he did in the All-Star. Like in the skills challenge, the skills was shit.
Skills
wasn't
thing was
entertaining for anyone.
yeah, it was kind of
They put it on first just because they know everyone's rocking up late to their events, so they're coming to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
I want to say quickly, the Undercompos aren't coming back. I'm sick of them.
Oh, I hope they
They're-
don't do
they're
it again.
useless. I would much rather them go G League versus Rising Stars versus the home team. Just those 3. Let them go at it.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no reason for those guys to be there. Giannis ain't interested in being there. I understand his wrist is all busted up.
Yeah.
But
Drew Holiday, he's the third one.
Well,
Shout
I
out,
still don't. What's the youngest brother's name again?
there's
Alex and
Thanasis.
Thanasis.
There's 4.
Alex.
There's 4. There's only 2 that are kind of in
No,
like
one's
NBA G
playing.
League.
One's playing in Greece.
Isn't that Alex?
No, Alex is G League, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
Thanasis is the mascot.
oh,
Costas-
one way
Costas.
Costas went. Yeah, but like Alex being there, I just kind of felt like, oh yeah,
Wait.
all right, cool.
It's like the first time they did it, yeah, okay, this is cool, this is interesting, something different.
Yeah,
Now that they're running it back, it's like, it's as soon as Giannis wasn't available, why the heck are the other 2 there?
like I understood Team Utah, right? Home court.
Yeah, home court, I agree with
Have
that. Home
that team.
court,
If you got-
rookies are like, I would rather the G League come in.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at least they were in the Rising Stars. They were exciting. They won the fucking dunk contest. Bring them in the skills. They don't need to be in the All-Star match, but include them in every other event. Try and build that G League.
I would have been happier to watch Scoot. I want to see how
Yeah.
he goes. You know, yeah, Scoot in a skills challenge would have been quite entertaining.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
give you that.
Bring in the G League guys. Like,
No, but
you're not
yeah.
going to get
Here's my
Scoot
beef
every
with it.
year.
Here's my beef with it. At what point is it just a G League showcase?
Well, why shouldn't it be? Get us excited for the future. I would rather that than some guys coming out that don't even get a position.
Yeah, just
Would you rather guys that are future NBA stars or guys that can't even make a rotation? Because that's what we got.
But then, what's Mac McClung?
Yeah, but I'm what,
It's a tough line. It is a tough line.
He's not a future NBA star, and he's not in the rotation. He's played 2 games in the NBA.
and how many has Thanasis played?
More. Oh, more. You know why?
How many has Alex played?
Wasn't he at the Lakers?
I don't think it matters.
I think he's
My point being, I would
think he's
much-
won a ring.
You've already brought
Or was Costas the one at the Lakers?
the G League guys out for the Rising Stars match. Why not just put the best 3 of them in the skills challenge? There's no reason they can't. They're already at the event. That'd be more entertaining to me. At least then it's guys that want to showcase their skills
Yeah.
rather than guys that are forced to showcase.
Yeah, I don't know. Because then you get players like Mac McClung who write like for this week is like, wow, but
I get no big differences there. In 2 months' time, we're not going to be sitting here going, oh, he deserves minutes.
But I want to shout out Matt McClung because I've watched him since his high school mixtapes. And he's grinded. He's
Oh,
grinded.
yeah.
And he's done an honest grind. And he's someone where you go, I'd love to see you make a rotation. And he will eventually. But there's a fine balance, right, between...
The problem why he won't make much of a rotation is his height. I don't know what he brings defensively, but he's going to be a liability at 6 foot. You've only got a couple other guys that are only 6 foot tall.
No, I think
bring no
he
defense.
actually measures at 6'2".
Yeah, he's 6'2".
6'2", okay.
But
So he's not
also,
as short
like,
as I think, but
Steph Curry 6'3".
yeah, but my point is, Steph Curry isn't a complete liability on defense. He may have used to be, but the amount of offense he produces, it's worth the risk.
Balances. It
Same with Trae
balances.
Young. Trae Young, he's literally the worst statistical defender in the entire NBA. But what he provides on offense, it's worth having him out there. As much as someone's going to score 25 on him, he's probably going to drop 30. So it works out in the long run. I can't say Matt McClung's going to do that.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't want to bring too much of the G League in, because then it's the All Stars weekend where it's supposed to be. You look everywhere and it's stars.
Oh yeah, I get that.
And that's my only point is like, you have the players. That's what I'm saying. Like when LeBron said no to the dunk contest, people just were like, oh, okay, moving on.
But I'm not considering anyone that's in the skills challenge or 3-point as an all-star.
Yeah.
It's only the guys that are in the game are going to ever be considered as an all-star. Yes, do they have potential talent? Yeah, maybe will one day they make it? Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and go, oh yeah, McClung's an all-star because he was in the dunk contest. No.
Here we go. Do you want to know the lineup for the 2007 Skills Challenge?
Sure.
LeBron James, Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, D Wade.
Fuck.
Yeah, when your comparison is that, insane.
But what I'm saying is, that's what you hope it to be, is the stars having fun. It's not a serious competition. Those 4 guys, really close.
You
mates.
know why I like that?
What?
It's because it's not a team skills challenge.
No, it's
You've
just.
what? Just tell me the list again. I think they're all going to be
It's
Hall of
only
Famers.
become
Oh no, they
teams
all
over the last
they
2
all
years.
already are Hall of Famers.
Yeah, like they're
LeBron,
gonna-
Kobe, Chris Paul, D Wade,
Yeah. Done.
Like-
That's a list of Hall of Famers in a skills challenge. Like that's just
and
entertaining.
also like good friends, good fun, light-hearted, and they've got skill.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the Antetokounmpos, who are very talented
Well,
players.
that's who I'm saying to replace.
Yeah, and also the home team. I mean, Jordan Clarkson was out there in like Gymshark shorts and a t-shirt.
No, I just want to remove the team aspect of the skills challenge. Make it back into an
I
individual.
can understand bringing out a homer for every event because you want to get the crowds backing him. Like, I get that. Like, as much as it's like, yes, you would rather the most skillful guys out there to compete, but chuck a homer in there just because of the fact that it is their home court. At least get the crowd into it.
That's
'Cause
probably
if there was no, you take out Utah of that comp, no one cares.
if you put big enough stars.
No, but you take that exact teams that were in it this year, take away Utah, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, oh yeah, we'll turn the TV on. For
Especially because Giannis was out as well.
yeah,
like,
Giannis is out. No one cared. The rookies performed terribly in it.
which was actually a surprise.
It wasn't a massive surprise because at the end of the day, it's like, why do they care? They're not getting anything out of it. They're not showcasing their already top 5, top 10 picks. They've made it. They've got guaranteed contracts. They don't need to perform incredibly in it.
They should have put Matherin in. I don't know why they didn't. Rude.
Because that was better.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I do agree that we definitely need to ditch the team aspect
Yeah.
and go back to just individual performances. It was only, 2, maybe 3 years ago that it was still singles?
Yeah.
Like, who was the last skills challenger on their own? Like, I know Bam won it.
Probably
in-
prior to the Antetokounmpos at being a team. They were probably the first time it was a team for that aspect to make it.
This is crazy.
What is it?
2020, 2021, and Sabonis won it.
Sabonis won.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Tatum,
You know,
Bam, Sabonis, and then the Cavs team.
actually, I preferred it being individualized, right? Because of how there was like the shooting aspect
The
all in the
final
one.
3
It
points
was
was
it was
fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah, just
yeah.
a quick rush to it.
Yeah, and it was a race, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The skills
yeah,
challenge
yeah.
was a
You had
race.
to dribble through your cones, make your
Yeah.
passes, you lay up, and then hit the 3-pointer to win it.
Like, let me read off the previous winners. Say from like, okay, let's go 2007. 2007, D Wade. 8, Darren Williams, Derrick Rose, Steve Nash, Steph Curry, Tony Parker, Damian Lillard. Pat Beverly won it 1 year. It's just funny. It's funny. Carney Towns, Porzingis, Spencer
Hey,
Dinwiddie.
Towns.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, good on him.
whoa. Stop the Dame hate 2 times.
2 times.
Back to back.
Yeah.
You want to hate on this man for no reason.
Hold on.
Yes, he hasn't done shit for his career. But
Career
goddamn, the
achievements.
hate needs to stop.
7-time All-Star.
Do you just have that on like a bookmark now?
No, I just clicked on it. My only dislike is I don't think he should be on the 75 team.
I don't disagree with you. I don't know if he completely deserves your spot
That's
just
my
based on
only
his resume.
dislike. I don't think he should be on the 75 team over a player like Dwight Howard. That's all.
I can
That's
agree
all.
with you. Dwight Howard
Even,
can go
even
up.
Klay Thompson, even Klay Thompson, you can argue.
You can
one
make
of the
the
best
argument.
shooters of all time.
Like, I haven't watched enough of the old school NBA to go every single player in that list deserves it.
Dwight Howard deserves it.
Dwight, I'm with
I
him
know
on Dwight.
I can agree with you that Dwight deserves to go.
Yeah,
But
and-
I'm not saying that Dame's the man that should miss out.
Yeah, and also
I don't
like,
know the rest of them well enough to put in.
Yeah, I listened to JJ Redick explain. Like, obviously, the players in the 50s and 60s, statistically, the modern day players are better. Like, they are.
Yeah.
Besides your outliers, but that's why they're like, what they were in their era was great. So you don't discount that.
Yeah,
But
you
obviously
can't
there was
hate
the
on them for like the year that they played.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was a different game.
Yeah.
Completely.
You know what I mean? The game's always changing. The game's the game.
You ready for this? Dwight Howard, 8-time All-Star, 2 times, where is it? 5 times All-NBA first team, Defensive Player of the Year 3 times, 2 times block leader, 5-time rebounding leader, slam dunk contest champion. Dame doesn't have that.
Well, he's got skills challenge twice.
Wow. Oh, hold on. And NBA champion.
Okay, so he doesn't have the NBA championship.
But he doesn't have that. He doesn't have the first team down. He doesn't have. Well, he's the led in scoring. Has he got a scoring championship? Let me look because I'm.
He doesn't have a scoring championship, but he does have first team All NBA.
Yeah, how many times?
I think it's twice. Then he's got multiple seconds and a
4
third.
times. Oh, 1 first team, 4 second team. Dwight has more first teams than he has second.
I'm not saying that he deserves it over Dwight.
I forgot to say Rookie of the Year.
Don't forget the Rookie of the Year.
But I'm just
Can't
saying, like,
forget
Dwight Howard to have like the blocks leading and rebounding for more than 3 seasons, for like that's just.
There's no hate on Dwight. Dwight
Yeah.
deserves to be in there. He's the biggest snub of the top 75. But there are so many other guys in that list that I have never even heard of.
Yeah, I guess I've just critiqued it quite a bit.
You've just critiqued Dame, not the list.
No, and I've said my reason why I've critiqued Dame. He is awesome. He's electric. Like I said, he'd win the 3-point contest. He's everything you'd want to see, but I just want him on a winning team. I want that to mean something more than just,
This might hurt you a bit more than this might hurt your argument.
Go.
And you being a Knicks fan.
Go. Who?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that's another one you could argue it. No, I'm not going to disagree, but I'd say Carmelo's had a Hall of Fame career already. He's had more of a career than Dame. Fact.
Has he though?
Fact.
It's the same situation. Has he taken the Knicks to a championship?
He's gone further in the playoffs than Dame, probably. I put more money on that.
I don't know. They've both won medals.
Here we go. Carmelo, 10-time All-Star, 2-time second team, 4-time third team, scoring champion, NCAA champion. Yeah, you can argue it. I'm realistic when I say it, but Dwight Howard's one where I go, okay, you need to be in there.
How many playoff wins do you reckon Dame has?
How many series he's won?
Yep. Playoff series.
7.
22.
Wait, so are you meaning how many wins in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How
22.
many playoff series has he won, though? I reckon about 7. Maybe. Max 7. Because he's gone to a lot of Game 7s in the playoffs, and Dame time the watch broke.
The watch broke. Dame time wasn't active.
Yeah. I just want to look I like Dame. I do.
Why is it so difficult to find just straight stats on playoff, postseason?
Yeah. No, I can't find it either.
Okay.
It doesn't seem he's ever made it past the second round.
No, he has. He's made the conference finals.
Yeah, he's made Western Conference finals.
Chris, hold on. You're not hitting me with the 22 wins and not mentioning the 39 losses.
I didn't have that stat on my screen.
Yeah, that's good timing.
Fuck, do you want to figure out every player that has a negative stat in the postseason?
Nah, just Dame Lillard.
Exactly.
I've looked into this before, and my Dame Lillard hate barrage.
Wagon.
I feel like you just have a notes open just for Dame
No,
Lillard.
he's
Sorry,
one of those
Dame,
players.
we love you, just Joe
where I'm
doesn't.
No. Like he's electric. Oh, here we go.
The next thing I'm going to hear from you is that his rap career is better. Like at this point, you just hate him as an NBA.
No. But
Dame
also,
Dollar's rap
he's
is actually
probably-
really good.
He's probably up there in top 5 NBA rappers.
But he can't even make it until 75 for you.
Well, that's because that doesn't affect that. I'm not having Lonzo Ball in there because he's got a few good songs. Okay, let's move on because we're 25 minutes in and...
We'll dive deep into Dame too hard.
No.
Oh, well, don't worry.
Speaking
we're about
of
to get
it-
into the
speaking
game
of
and
it-
talk to his game.
No.
We'll get back into Dame in no time.
No. Quick clap. He won the 3-point contest and he did well.
That's surprising to hear from you.
No. I called it to you last week when we sat here and I said, look, he's probably going to either go really cold or he'll go fuck off hot and he will win and he'll win easy.
He went 26 points both rounds. And that's good enough score to win.
Consistent.
It wasn't the best score.
Tyrese Halliburton.
He scored, 32?
31 first round.
31
yeah.
first round, which is, I don't think that's a record, but it's close to.
Yeah.
Like first round points, there's not many that get over 30. So 31's basically a lock to go in. And he was the first player to shoot.
Yeah, I think he was just
He
in
was
a
locked
role. Like maybe in the second round, he just got to himself.
To, kind of combine their total scores.
Nah, that reduces the pressure on the second round.
But it's like, just because you performed better in the second round compared to you smacking the guy in the first.
No. Move on. Just one round, whatever you get, next round, pressure's on. Because otherwise, if you have a red hot game, you're like, oh, I can rely on my... No. I want to see someone who literally doesn't have to go in his math. Okay, he made 25 in the first one, 27 in the second one. He's on a total of 52. Okay, I need to get this one. I want to just see them just go, all right, he's got 26. Fuck, I need to make fucking 27 points or I'm done.
I still think it adds that level of like, you still need to perform. I don't think it takes away that pressure whatsoever. Because if you have a great first round, you still need to have a good second round to win.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because what's the point in going, okay, he totaled at 50, but he had 2 more points in the second round, whereas the other guy's total was 60.
I'm sorry, back to the day.
When it's overall like 3 point, like the way it is still works. It's great. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he had such an electrifying first round, Tyrese, that like overall he did score the most. Like, did he deserve to win it because he had a terrible second game? No. But should we take away from him? Probably not.
Yeah. Speaking of Dame's good performance, he's been to the Western Conference Finals once. He got swept. He averaged 22 points.
Did you just go searching for that?
Yeah.
It's not too hard to find that stat. I found it and just didn't want to mention it.
Yeah. Hurts the argument. But any other shout outs from the 3-point contest?
No, I reckon we move to one of the other big highlights of the All-Star weekend, and it's the one-on-one of Jaylen Brown.
Oh. I mean, tell me those 4-5 plays was not the highlight of what was a glorified layup line. Honestly, it was great to watch. Good fun. That's what you want in the All-Star. You want the All-Star game to have fun moments like that.
Wait, you're talking about the one-on-one was a glorified layup line? Or?
No, the game was a glorified layup line. That little segment of those two just going at each other was fun.
That's what I mean. That was probably one of the better parts of that whole All-Star game.
It's what you hope the All-Star game is.
Like Brown and Tatum just going at it. And they were talking smack. Like Brown was calling Tatum small.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they were just going at it. And they weren't hitting easy shots either. Like they were defending each other.
It's literally 1A versus 1B. They both know in any given night they can go off for 40. And they're just having fun with it.
And Brown in the mask, I actually thought like, ooh.
Because he's in the mask because Tatum hit him.
Oh, he was in some...
It was an accident.
Fractured face.
Yeah, it was an accident. It was just an elbow. But like...
He needs to go under Giannis's, what do you call it? Product line and go for freaky nights, man. He was having a good one.
But, I rate
That
it
mask,
even more high
mate.
that he came out and played. Like, it almost annoys me when guys don't play. Like, Anthony Edwards mentioned it big time.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that annoys him at the moment is players resting.
Then I want
You can
your...
play.
I want your full support on my dunk contest argument. If Ja Morant can dunk on the Sunday, he can dunk on the Saturday. How do you argue your own point there?
My point isn't about a dunk contest.
But you're telling me...
It's just playing.
Okay, on the Saturday, what's the most fun event to watch? If you tell me the 3-point contest goes.
It's
not,
definitely
it's
a
a
dunk.
It's a dunk
Oh,
contest.
you
But do
could
you know-
argue at the year where there was Splash Brothers were in it. That was probably
Yeah.
that was probably the
But
highlight.
do you know what I find more entertaining than the actual dunk? It's how the players react.
Yeah.
That is
100%.
almost more entertaining than the actual dunk itself.
Sometimes not even the players, just watching Shaq react.
There's that.
The Shaq cam this year.
Sometimes
man,
seeing
I
the
love that.
players not react is actually funnier than them reacting.
Bro, I want to know what Gabe Union was thinking about when McClung, what do you call it, did his dunk. Man, she was
She was lit up.
jaw dropped, bro.
Hold on. I'm just baffled by this.
Are you still looking at Dame?
You know he got
It's
the...
all he does
Oh
in his
my
spare
God.
Do you
time.
know he got the NBA bubble most valuable player?
We're gonna have to put you on a restriction soon.
That's not even an MVP.
Did you know they created an entire award just to nominate him for once he retires? No.
What's the award?
Most clutch player. Everyone knows it's Dame's award. They just created it early because they can't give it to him yet.
What happens when the clock's broken?
Who's the most clutch player of all time?
Don't.
All time?
I'm
All
saying
time.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, you're looking at Kobe or Jordan?
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
It's one of the two. But do they already have their awards? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Can they give them more awards?
Yes, it's Michael Jordan. It is the greatest player of all time. It is Michael Jordan. You can give him anything you want. You want the red carpet, Michael? Yeah, come.
Yeah, but
Do you want my dog? Take her. You can give Michael Jordan... That's like going,
You're not going to name 3 trophies after him.
I'd make him the logo.
He probably should be the logo, but that's already his brand.
It's going to be too
it's not gonna be.
expensive.
Yeah.
They can't afford him to be the logo.
Make Kobe the logo.
Well, you know what else? A logo rebrand will cost them so much
Yeah.
money. It's not even funny.
Yeah, but then it's an organization of billion. It's a billion-dollar company.
Yeah, but they can give that money to a charity. You're already mad
Don't
that
get
they're
me
not giving
started.
enough.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Also, the other highlight we've got to get to, mate, the Joker joking around.
Ah,
Mate, doesn't want to let any. He doesn't want to be picked last. He doesn't
sorry.
care. He just wants to play with
I'm
LeBron.
sorry. If I'm looking and I'm going, I have 2-time MVP, about to be 3-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, or Laurie Markkinen.
You're taking Jokic.
I don't even. He knows. I'm sorry. You're the 2-time back-to-back MVP. You're
It's a
going.
triple double.
You're literally looking and going, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like when your little cousin tries to challenge you. You're like, come on.
And it was also good to watch the two centers doing a pick and roll
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
entertaining.
that. That
I mean,
doesn't happen.
Jokic did pick the wrong team because he lost in the end, but
Yeah,
still
Yeah.
entertaining.
Look, the highlight was Jokic afterwards saying, "Yeah, I'm not really athletic. This isn't really a game for me."
Oh yeah,
He's like, "I'm not going
he got thrown a lob and he was
Yeah,
like,
guys,
"That's
come on."
he
come
got
on."
thrown two.
Yeah, I know, it's
Literally
hilarious.
Back-to-back plays, like just Kyrie threw him 2 lobs one after another.
And you could just see he's like, "Okay, come on, guys."
He didn't even jump for it.
Yeah. He's like, nah. And
I don't know. I think he did try to jump. That was just it.
it's a little bunny hop. It's a little.
Little bounce.
Yeah. Look, I think it was interesting. Definitely, it's so hard to make the All-Star game what you'd want it to be, because at this point in the season, players don't need to take risks.
I think the only way you build the entertainment is by making it defensive, but no one's interested in playing defense.
But
Then you lose the entertainment of all the electrifying like offense they bring.
Yeah.
They need to put an aspect of for every blocked shot, they'll add another 25K.
yeah, give me something like that.
Yeah,
Like
actually, that's not the worst idea.
You know what I mean?
at NBA, if you're cheap,
Because
take
then everyone's going to be trying to block everybody. They can create the NBA All-Star game into a block party. Just people trying to
or
block each other.
Imagine if they show they don't like charity and they just don't block anything.
Exactly.
that.
So it forces them into a little corner to play defense.
Yeah, that's a good shout, Will.
The other idea for All-Star Weekend itself is just to bring a one-on-one tournament. I think that
Yeah.
itself could be interesting.
Oh, it'll be
Don't know
more
how-
interesting than the skills challenge.
My only
Damn.
issue is I don't think
No.
there'd be a lot of players that actually want to do it.
I watched.
It'd have to be teams. It'd have to be. No, because you wouldn't. They wouldn't allow 2 players of separate teams to go at each other. They'd have to be teammates.
It's
No,
also
because it's training.
No. So like, one of the players, I don't remember who it was. My brains are telling me CJ McCollum or like a Spencer Dinwiddie said the reason why players won't do this is because they know one-on-one. If I bust their ass, I'm better than them.
Like, give me Curry and Thompson. That'll
Yeah.
be fun to watch. These guys just lobbing shots.
The only thing is, if I'm like a player, say if I'm like a Brandon Ingram, okay, I'm like 6'10", I can score however I want.
What's a team with 2 really big dunkers
No,
that
no.
want to posterize each other?
I don't want to go against my teammate because I go
No,
against them
I-
every week
I-
in practice.
if you're
Exactly, just put it on camera.
If I'm Brandon, I'm going
if
Jason
you're,
Tatum.
If you're KD, you're going.
Come.
I'll take any of you.
KD rocks up
You're,
and
you're,
goes.
you're not sitting there going, "Oh yeah, Devin Booker, let's go." It's like fuck no, I do that on a Tuesday afternoon.
Could you imagine if this was a thing prior to they dismantled the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah.
And Durant's like, I'll take any of you chumps and let's
You know
go.
what? The one way to bring back the dunk cost, McClung wings it as soon as he gets on the mic. Jar, you know I'd beat you.
I want to see actually.
Call him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That'd
also,
be-
but also, I think McClung's a respectful guy, and he knows he's.
He knows his limits, but you bring on a one-on-one contest where it's 90% trash talking, they're going to be calling each other out. That's what it's going to be.
I think they're trying to slow down the trash talking now as well
No.
because of the video.
They
Yeah,
love
no. Because of the videos of kids like 7, 8-year-olds like acting smug and trash talking in their games.
That's the new wave. That's just what it is.
I think that's what they're trying to change again. They've realized. That's
Back
the
in the
hard
day,
part.
the way to get into the NBA was releasing a good mixtape, but you already had to be good. Now they're just doing dumb shit to put out a mixtape.
Yeah.
Instead, they're doing it in
Let's
the reverse.
move on before I bring up he who must not be named. Speaking of mixtapes and naughty. So yeah, look, the one-on-one contest, I'm with both of you in different points. Like, I'd want the best to go against the best. I'd want Luka to just sit there and go, KD, come.
Yeah, exactly. That'd
Like,
be
come.
so much more interesting, but
But
I
then
don't think it's manageable.
But you do have the ego aspect of players knowing that they will get, like, I'm sorry, but if you're like a 6'10" guy and Kyrie Irving challenges you, I'm not feeling too good, man.
No,
I don't want
honestly,
Kyrie Irving on
I'd
one-on-one.
love to see Kyrie versus
Anyone.
anybody
Imagine him.
one-on-one.
He gets
Anybody.
Like,
play
I'm sorry.
play king of the court. Just him and two guys.
I
You know what
just-
I mean? King of the
Or
court.
even better, they're all just there, and if they feel confident, they'll step up. Like, yeah, I want you.
I just want to see Kyrie's moves. He
He'd
is a
just be-
magician.
that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, give me Dame Lillard than that. I'd love to see him because he'd be great at it.
Could you imagine Lillard and Kyrie going at each other one on one?
Kyrie's
I
cooking
pick
him.
Kyrie every day.
The only way Kyrie loses is with his outsized.
But not even by that much.
Yeah, but you put KD on Kyrie.
I don't know.
It's a tough one to pick. I'm not going to sit there
Yeah.
and go Kyrie's going to cook him. He's not.
Yeah, but it's
You put Kyrie on Bam. Defensively, Bam's going to hold up because he can stretch the floor. He's got the height.
speed.
Is Kyrie still going to win that? For sure. But he's going to have an easy time doing it? No.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
There's-
He's going to be hitting some hard shots.
If you get Kyrie on Tatum, I think that's an interesting matchup because Tatum can score and he's got the size advantage to keep up.
Kyrie.
I'm still probably taking
Thor.
Kyrie on a one-on-one in that.
And what's
But-
crazy, he's like 6'2".
I was rewatching some defense plays with Kyrie on Steph,
Yeah.
and then Steph still hitting the shots, and I was like, that's just not fair.
You get
It's
players, you
just
get
not
that one.
fair.
We literally all you can do is shake the hand and go, fucking
Like-
fair enough.
Kyrie had him locked up, and
Yeah.
I'm talking about locked up. Kyrie locking up the Nike swoosh on his shoes.
Okay, yeah, phew, I thought I was going to say
I thought that was hilarious. He's like, oh, I'm still
Yeah.
gonna wear my Kyries, but I ain't gonna rep your swoosh.
Well, that's because Nike.
Like
I know Nike dropped him. That's
I
why.
don't-
But he was like, I ain't gonna change my shoes. These are my shoes.
I mean, look, on that line of conversation, I will segue this to, we can discuss the buyout market that's happened and started. Speaking
yeah.
of disgraced athletes for racial slurs, Miles Leonard is back in the NBA.
Let's not call it disgraced athletes. We've all said worse.
Oh, let's just say it as it is. If there's anyone who deserves to be back, it is him.
Yeah.
It was a bit in the middle of a Call of Duty game. We've all seen the we've listened to a lot of different videos about people playing Call of Duty and what's said.
Yeah, and we're not going to say that we've said worse or better because we don't want to incriminate.
We've said worse, but we haven't said worse with intent.
Look, my go-to COD insult is just saying your mum's a scaffolder, which I stand by.
What does that even mean?
That's why you say it. You say it in the final 5 seconds of the lobby, and they're like, "What?" And then you just leave it like that.
Oh my
It's a good one.
God.
It's healthy, not too harmful. Or your mum's a tradie, or something like. Or your mum's a brickie. You kind of you mix it around. But yeah, so Miles Leonard's back in the NBA. He's on a 10-day with the Bucks. The Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks.
You've got Pat Bev going back to Chicago, finish off the season.
Do you reckon they only picked him up for 10 days because they needed to replace Giannis?
No,
while he's recovering?
I reckon you've got a 7-footer who can shoot.
He was working out with them months ago.
He was
Oh,
working
yeah.
out. He had to work out the Lakers. Like he's a 7-footer that can shoot.
I know he's actually a good player. That's why I was.
He had some injuries. He had the incident. He had some injuries, and then
The
there was
incident happened while he was injured, so
Yeah.
it was easy to release him.
yeah.
yeah. Then have
But,
to pay him.
On top of that, the teams around the league, there's almost like a cool down for when they think society will kind of move on from the situation.
Yeah, that's why I'm still waiting.
Yeah. Miles Leonard. So with that, you know what? In terms of people who have had a scandal situation, he deserves credit for how he handled it. The very next day, he reached out to people in the Jewish community who he's friends with,
Yeah.
and he said, "Educate me." And the thing is, we're discussing it, Chris, in the car on the weekend. He's still doing that. He's still going to camps. He's still going to the synagogue. He's still rocking up. He's still very
Yeah.
much. He's not just doing it for a publicity something. That guy's really went, wow, okay, I messed up.
You know what I thought was kind of strange though? Like Kyrie said some shit, and he's still in the league.
Yeah,
Different times. That's the thing.
So
Oh.
this happened.
Kyrie never actually went out and said something. He just promoted an anti-Semitic film.
Oh,
That's
there
the
you go.
difference. He promoted something, and then they went, "Oh, we're going to stand you down for a little bit," but you're a star. He gets the all-star treatment. That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
LeBron
That's
can
what I
come out
mean.
and say the most racist shit on earth, and he's
Nah.
going to get a what?
LeBron's
you
too
better
clean
say-
cut.
Yeah.
But my point being, he could, and all he's going to go is just say sorry. They're not standing him down. They're not doing shit to him.
Look, all I'm
There's
saying,
levels to these things. The lower you are, the easier you are to drop.
Yeah.
A very
you're,
interesting-
You're dispensable.
our thought process is that someone with a car 98 did ruin an NBA career, and I do find that a little bit like it's
It's
wild.
funny.
It's wild. And I think the most important one that I've seen so far is Russell Westbrook to the LA Clippers.
It's
That is
actually
a good one.
hilarious. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I'll tell you why it does.
Why?
So,
He literally came out and said, "Oh, are you ever going to go to the Clippers?" Oh, hell no.
okay, hear me out. You ready?
Quote for quote.
Yeah, hear me out, okay? Imagine you meet a girl, all right? The girl is the girl you always wanted. She's nice. She's good. You're like, wow, she's kind of good. Year and a half goes by. She starts telling you that you're toxic. And now you're in your own head. You're like, man, I'm giving her everything she wants. She wants me to try my best. I'm trying my best. She wants me to show up. I'm always there. I'm always available. I try my best, always available. Then her like side man goes, here's the problem. Then they treat him like dog shit. And then he goes, all right, well, fuck. Like, I understand I'm turning the ball over, but man, I turn up every night. I play 100% every night. I'm always available. I don't take days off for load management. I'm like AD and LeBron. Like, I'm always there. If you need me, I'm there.
Yeah.
And you can't question anyone goes out there that plays with less effort than him. Like, he plays with the most effort on the court every time, regardless of turnovers, bad shot selection. Like, I don't think there's a player in the league that gives it more, or who's given it more every game of their career than Russell Westbrook. Sending him to the Clippers, perfect. What's better than getting your payback than going to their rivals, who literally, Paul George is them, they're very good friends. Paul George is like, hey,
Yeah.
like, they asked him, who do you want to see win a ring? He goes, Russ. Like,
It'd be even harsher if you picked a team that was like top of the ladder already.
well, Clippers aren't far off.
I know, but it would have just been funny.
He's gone from a team that's not going to make the. He's
Where are the Clips on the
I
ladder?
believe fourth or fifth. Wait for it to load. Fourth.
Yeah, that's actually.
So
really
they're going to
funny.
beat the Kings. They're going to go ahead of the Kings. Kings will eventually like Kawhi's picking up.
Well, you know what's even funnier now? He's gone to a team that I will actually make the
Exactly.
playoffs.
Exactly. And they go, you ready? This is how the conversation
Oh.
goes. Hey, Russ, show them why they're wrong. Done. You're telling me Russell Westbrook with some venom in his bounce when he plays? And yeah, turnovers will come. Cool. He'll miss some shots. Cool. But that Clippers team's deep. And now they've got Russell Westbrook with a point. He's probably the player in the league at the moment with the most to prove. KD's gone to Phoenix. What does he have to prove? He's still KD. At the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Katie's just brought them to be instantly the favorite to
Yeah.
win.
But Russ has the most to prove. He goes out there and he goes, this is what you fucked up. And the Lakers, who are going to be struggling for the play-in, never mind playoffs, play-in, they're not there yet. They're going to watch him and just go, fuck. They said he's a vampire. They're calling him Russell Westbrook. All
I mean,
sorts.
the Clippers are
Yeah.
fourth seed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they are decent without him,
Yeah.
but bring him in, considering we know the history of
Yeah. They,
Kawhi's injuries, Paul George not playing. Those guys can rest. Russ is going to play.
He could be Mr. Six Man as well.
no, so
I think
Norman
he'll start.
Powell's on
Oh,
their
he-
bench. Norman
start.
Powell's on their bench. He'll start. They got rid of Reggie Jackson and John Wall. He's going to start. And you're going to go to Russell Westbrook
Wow.
already. Hey, Russ, defer the shooting to Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Do
All
your
right.
thing. Just kick it to them.
All right. Hey, Russ, what do we need from you? Aggression. You think he's not going to
We
play
need you to
so
hustle.
hard?
Hustle and get assists. That's it.
Like,
Don't need you to shoot. We got shooters around you now.
yeah. Like,
That's where the Lakers struggled. They didn't have shooters.
I just,
Or just alert players. Every time Russell would send a pass, sometimes he just ain't ready.
I'm
Well,
just
when
so,
you're not a shooter, you don't expect to get the ball.
True.
I'm so excited to see him with a point to prove in the Staples Center. He doesn't have to move his family. He just has to go to the same, he goes to the same building for games.
No, you're right.
Like-
That makes it so much easier.
And that's
He
what I'm like,
never showed up to Utah.
yeah.
Like never.
Oh, yeah, but
Because he knew it was going to be a buyout. They probably gave him a little inside.
so it came out, Brian Windhorst said, yeah, Utah, very clear with him. They phoned him and they're like, hey, mate, like, ultimately, we want to go ahead with our young guys. If you want to come. We'll welcome you. Open arms, come. If you want to buy out so he can go somewhere else, we'll be open to that as well. Like, work with us to help you. So obviously, I think they met up and they were like, look, if you play, we can't guarantee you minutes or we can give you a buyout.
I think they were more focused on the buyout just because of the luxury tax.
What? Utah have got money at this point. They've got money. But it's just like,
Yeah, but why spend it when you don't want to? Like their entire plan for the season was a tank, and they somehow,
they won't make the playoffs.
well, they're probably trying to slide back down now.
They're 11th at the moment. The one game behind the play-in. They won't make the final eight. They won't. They'll make the play-in, but they won't make the final eight. But yeah, I do. I
They
really,
just probably want to be a lottery team.
yeah. Well, I look forward to this last 25 plus games of Russell Westbrook because, man, I'm telling you, you're going to see something. He's going to come out and you're going to see like some like 25, 8 and 8 games of just him doing a big fuck you to the Lakers.
You just want this to happen for your fantasy
No,
team.
no. My fantasy team won't go anywhere this year. I
Yeah,
can't
but
go
you can
anywhere.
sell him with
It
that.
doesn't matter to him.
It doesn't matter to me. I just quite simply want to watch a play. It's like how I'd be the same if I saw.
Dame.
So no, If I saw Ben Simmons put up good stats, I'd be happy to watch just for him. But I'm not saying it's going to happen, but a player like Russ, he's copped a lot of heat. He is the leading triple-double player of all time. The most. He's a Hall of Famer. He's someone that I'd go, wow, you averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons. That's a fucking joke. Don't get me wrong. Did he average a lot of turnovers? Yeah, but you don't care. That's the player. You know what you're getting. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like you mentioned, Chris, with Paul George and Kawhi in and out, he's always there. He's always there. And he's never cheating the game. He's never cheating himself. Yeah, he might hit some random 3-pointers. But did you see his last game as the Laker against the OKC? He played well. It was a sorry-ass Lakers team that were losing to Oklahoma.
You're right. There's nothing too bad about him. He's a good player, plays hard. All he has to do is keep his turnovers down, and he's a top player.
Yeah. Whereas, you ready? His last game as a Laker, 27 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. You're telling me the Clippers won't even take 24, 4, and 4? Come on.
At this point, they'll take 26 and 7.
Yeah. They had John Wall. It didn't work out. Fair enough. John Wall's gone back to Houston, who he cussed out.
Which is
Lovely.
hilarious.
We love
funny
it.
when they buy the same player out twice.
Yeah. Their accountant's probably stressing. Yeah. It's interesting.
He's like, oh, we have to have this meeting again.
Like, fuck, John, you're back. But this time you've cussed out a whole organization. Said we're garbage. But yeah, I'm excited to watch Russ play. I am. I'm really excited. I think you're going to get some of the best TV. Just, there's a game of Lakers versus Clippers in April. Boy, I'll be keen. Popcorn ready. Because I'd say the Clippers are the better team.
Right now, yeah.
They have the better depth.
Like, the Lakers roster is solid. Like, they look good. Healthy.
They just have to stay on the court. Exactly that. They just need to stay on.
Like, the thing is, with both of those LA teams, you can say the same thing.
Yeah.
They just need to be
It's
healthy.
the same, but
you trust Russ to be healthy, not the rest.
if I removed Paul George and Kawhi, LeBron and AD, who's got the better team? I'd say the Clippers.
Yeah.
I'd say the Clippers. They've got a lot of depth.
But I'd say their top end talent of the Lakers is better.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. LeBron and AD. But AD is crazy, man. I don't know. With AD.
AD this year, healthy, has been one of the best players in the league. It's just he can't keep doing it. That's the problem. He always comes out and just kills it, but 2 weeks later, he's out again.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be the issue with Victor when he comes into the league.
So I'm looking at
I don't disagree with you on that one, but like it's only a sort of time will tell.
When they've already had to create a maintenance plan and get specialist trainers in just to maintain his feet. They have a trainer just for his big toe.
That's a kink.
Honestly, size 21 feet, mate. I think that's my forearm.
You'd have a huge cock.
You'd be concerned if he didn't.
Yeah, if he didn't. Imagine if you got
something's
him,
not
it's just a micro dick. Does Victor have a micro dick?
That's the one part that didn't stretch.
Victor, it's on you. Prove us wrong.
You want this to be another Big Sean moment? You want to?
I stand by it, man. Someone who watched that typed in Big Sean Nintendo Switch and their life changed. I'm telling you, I'm looking at the Clippers team and they've got depth, man. They've got depth. They signed Mason. They got Mason Plumlee
Yeah.
Who do you reckon's got the deepest team?
in the NBA.
Yeah. Like, it's actually kind of a tough question, like, because there's a fair few teams with a lot of depth.
First team that comes to mind, first for you, Boston. So Boston.
Yep.
Boston Bucks. That's another one. In the West, those are the standings. The West is tough. I'd say the West probably the Clippers.
Like, I almost want to also say Orlando Magic. That's a deep team.
Oh, we were talking about like
Top end talent, not great, but
yeah, they've got
depth
like
wise,
They're all just young.
they've got like 1575 rated players.
yeah. It's not like that second roster comes in and goes, oh, they are so much worse than the front.
Yeah,
They'd almost be just as good as their starting 5.
Nuggets have a good deep team as well.
who though? Who? Tell me the depth. And if you say Michael Porter Jr., get out.
Ah, Bruce Brown Jr. You got Caldwell Pope,
Yeah, just
Aaron Gordon,
yeah.
mate. Reggie Jackson's there
76ers.
too now.
76ers has some decent depth.
Jeff Green.
What's the Boston Celtics rotation like? I'd say they'd have good Boston Celtics. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, Tatum, Brown, Blake Griffin, Brogdon, Derek White, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, Gallinari, Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford. That's not bad. Mike Muscala as well. I quite like him from OKC.
That is a nice pickup.
They got Mike Muscala. That's a good pickup. That's a low burn over pickup.
You know what's another deep team? Cavs.
I don't know how deep the Cavs are, though.
Deep enough.
Yeah.
When Robin Lopez is your backup center, that's pretty handy.
I don't take Sideshow Bob serious. I love him, man, but like I don't.
Like Karis LeVert in there too. He
Yeah.
was a good pickup for them.
They've got depth for sure, but I wouldn't say they're like in that deepest sort of category.
I'll say they're up there. They're probably in the top 5.
Yeah, I feel to say Grant Williams as well. The Celtics. I say Celtics.
Celtics being the deepest for sure.
Celtics right now are my pick. That I wouldn't be surprised if they get back to the finals. They're a good team, man. I'm looking in the East. Their biggest competition,
Bucks.
and I'm looking at the Bucks like they're picking up little injuries here and there. Chris Middleton's not back fully. He's not.
Even if he is, I'm going to happily say that I hate Middleton as much as you hate Dame.
Fair.
I just don't see it.
No.
The resume is better for Middleton, but
Yeah, Middleton
performance-wise
is-
and what he brings, I don't see.
So the reason why Middleton works well in the Bucks, him and Giannis have been there since the start.
They just click.
They click. Giannis is fucking Superman, and Middleton's like an Aquaman. He's a star, but like
He's part of the team, but
he's a solid role player, but you can go into battle without him. But also like Middleton's like, I was talking to Shannon
Like
about
you're
it,
glad he's there, but if he ain't, we can
Yeah.
make do.
but I was talking to Shannon and I was like, because she was asking me about NBA shit, I just forced the conversation upon her. But I was telling
She
her about,
asked, I enforced
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I was telling her about like the most honest won NBA championships recently. The first one that came to my mind, Dirk Nowitzki, in the Mavs in 2011.
It hurt, but yes.
Like that's an honest title. Next one,
Spurs.
the Spurs. Yep, the Bucks. I would arguably say, as an NBA fan looking, Giannis's championship is more impressive to me than KD's too.
With the Warriors.
The Warriors, yeah. Like, and just because KD's one of the best scorers of all time, like, and he went on one of the best teams of all time.
He didn't
Maybe
need Steph.
2016 Cavs.
2016 Cavs, but even then, they've got one of the best players of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
do you see the team?
But and who they're playing against.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that was
like
an
that's-
achievement.
Oh, but I'm saying like
That's that game 7. Like
the reason why I say honest is their star players started with them, didn't leave, didn't do any super teams, nothing crazy. They went Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and they went, okay, wow, we're gonna. And Giannis and Chris were there from the get go, like,
We could also talk about D Wade's Miami first
Shaq?
championship.
but they brought in Shaq.
Yeah, but he was in D Wade leading the team.
Yeah,
on his,
yeah.
He's
As
still
a
on a
rookie.
rookie contract.
Yeah, and rookie contract. That's a good shout. I was looking at it and I was like, which titles are the most impressive? And I think the Giannis one stuck with me because like guys like a Russell Westbrook, he gives it everything. Even the All-Star game, okay, yes, he was injured going into it.
like
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Yeah, but you knew he wasn't even supposed to be on the court. Like,
Joe can
Yeah.
only play 20 seconds.
but not good cardio. You'll have I can play 48 minutes. I'll play good once you all get tired, but I can play 48 minutes. You know that's true.
I wasn't talking basketball.
Okay. So, did we want to go into our draft this week? Because I'm really keen to see how Will stuffs this up.
Oh, right.
Before we do this, at
Bow,
least
bow, bow.
there's one guy that does deserve a little bit of a shout out, not over much. But Tatum MVP for the All-Star game, like you can't
Yeah.
just skip over it.
Yep.
He broke the record for most points scored. He had a phenomenal game.
He well deserved it.
He deserved it. You got to at least give him his flowers for
No,
that.
no.
He
He
doesn't
made it
deserve
well
much
at-
more time than a little clap.
He made it well entertaining. I'll give you that.
It
Him
just
and
wouldn't
Brown.
be fair to not mention him.
Yeah, I feel like
He chose his moment. Dropping his shoes at the same day, getting a
You
record
can't
break.
go out, drop a shoe, and have a shit game.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta flex him. Every photo he's wearing the shoes, right? You gotta show out.
Like we all knew it was going to be a game of the younger guys who's going to perform. Tatum played.
the reason
fuckload of
why
minutes.
it would have meant so much is Kobe was his idol, and it's the Kobe All-Star MVP trophy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he didn't come out and do the whole, oh, this was for Kobe, wearing the armband and all that shit.
Yeah,
Usually you cop that from him. He didn't do any
Okay.
of that today.
that's worded a bit nicer. We all love Kobe. He was great. He was great. But if my favorite player died, I'd cop the armband.
Yeah, of
I
course.
mean, I'm bald for Jordan.
Oh yeah, that's why.
That's why.
choice.
That's the choice.
Yeah, it was a
I'll
choice.
have you know. Just on
You're gonna
that
shave the
quickly-
beard as well for Jordan?
I need that. I say I'm bald for LeBron. LeBron's as bald as I am. LeBron, we all know it's coming. We all know it's coming. Okay, let's hit this draft. Will, give me a fun sound effect.
Well, that's new.
Okay, now this week's draft, we're going we're drafting the best. Was it just trios?
Trios, things of three, just anything to do with the number 3, really.
Thanks,
Just
Clara,
three
for
of
this
anything.
topic. Mad respect. We appreciate for coming up with it. But yes, it is things that come in threes, trios, anything like that.
Now,
we are
Will-
the three-peat, so it is very fitting.
You're going first, Will. So we've decided. We already decided we did a quick. We just put Will in first just to see how he butchers it, and then it's going to be Chris and then me. Will,
Well,
take it away.
To take it away, we are about a basketball podcast, so it has to be very fitting. I'm going with LeBron, D Wade, Bosh.
I thought you'd go
Big
that way.
three. Miami Heat's big three. Like that might not get many votes from many people, but that is my big
Yeah,
three.
no, that's fine.
I
That's fine.
agree with you. Probably could have got it in the second round.
I know.
I just had to set
No,
the
you
tone.
taking it?
Oh, if I'm talking trios on a basketball-related podcast, yeah.
If you're talking trios in the basketball club, you should have taken who I am. Jordan, Pippen, Rodman.
Oh, I knew it was
It's
going
the
to.
only one that stands up as the best trio of
Yeah.
all time. As a Miami
say-
fan, I still love them, but
It would be good to watch them compete against each other with that.
talk about guys that should have done a three-peat but failed it to guys that actually did it.
Oh,
I'm taking the better trio.
That's strong. That's strong.
That's a bit harsh.
Now-
It's harsh, but it's coming from a Heat fan, so it's acceptable.
At
Yeah.
least my sensor can score.
I mean, I feel like I'd rather take Dennis Rodman just for the stories.
Oh, fair
Just for
enough.
the stories. Now, interesting. I'll keep on the theme of basketball. It's tricky. I'm gonna go Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. And I'll tell you why. That's an honest big three that I
you've
watched.
stuck with theme.
I watched be great
Yeah.
over years of greatness from this big three. International players with Tim Duncan. I don't think you can get a more. As a Miami fan, how much do you hate the Spurs?
Oh, I
they
hate him
did to you.
so much. But I had to respect it.
You have to respect it because it's like a well-coached team
Oh,
that have been around and played together for years.
I hated Duncan. Tim Duncan.
Yeah,
I
the-
loathed him.
Honestly, I reckon he's one of the most underrated players of all time.
It's
He's
just because,
fucking phenomenal.
and he's just so quiet. I was watching him, people talk about his trash talk. He just taps on my and goes, "Not today."
Yeah.
He's so annoying.
But you know what threw me though? When he retired, all of a sudden he has like dreadlocks.
yeah,
and
he's
like,
vibing, bro.
I was like, bro, did you just like
He just
drop
chilled
20
out.
years out of nowhere? Like, where
The
was
stress
this?
gone.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Wait, is it mine?
No, it's back to me.
Oh, we snaking
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Always snaking these ones.
Okay. Now, in the theme of basketball, give me Steph, Clay, and KD.
Fair,
Oh, you're
fair.
sticking it with basketball. I
Yep.
thought you were going to flip the script there.
No. I know mine will be there when I need them. Yeah, Steph, Clay, and KD.
Argument.
feel like-
LeBron and Wade, Bosh will still beat him.
Yeah, but with what I've got left, I'd take your two are the best two. Then if I'm going the Spurs, the next big three to take is Steph, Clay, and KD.
Fair.
I'm not saying they're better than. They'd probably beat your one, but Chris's one. I genuinely think Steph, Clay, and KD in their prime versus that Miami one. Like, I'd take this one with KD and Steph. I'm not gonna lie, Chris Bosh gets cooked by all of them. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
And LeBron got cooked by all of them.
Oh, but they all got
you-
cooked by LeBron.
No, not KD. Or besides, if you're talking OKC finals in 2012, which let's just call it as it is. If you lost that one,
Oh, they were a tough team. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's still a massively respectable
tough but
win.
young. That was KD before he's the Grim Reaper.
Well, it's not like you're going to talk about Steph, Clay, D, and K against LeBron at that time. We're talking LeBron with Heat.
Yeah.
Different times, though.
Yeah.
They put up a fight against one another.
Yeah. Now, that's my pick. Chris, back to you.
I'm taking it away from basketball.
Okay. It's got me stressed.
It's got you stressed, but I'm going to go down the movie route. There's been a lot of big characters.
Okay.
I swear to
Show
God,
those
if you
movies.
take mine.
And it's hard because at this point, there is actually a really, really tough pick.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of just going to go, who can I get later? But I'm taking this one. I don't think you guys were going to take him,
I don't know.
but I'm going to take Harry, Hermione, and Ron.
Oh, thank God that was not mine.
Wanker.
I've
You
been-
fucking
I've been playing so
fucking
much
wanker.
Hogwarts
My
Legacy.
first fucking pick was Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
It was my pick
Fuck's
one
sake.
too. It
I
was
said
my
to
pick one.
myself-
I left it because Will went down with the.
No,
Wade route?
I thought I'll get them again. Fuck. Well, your go. That's annoyed me.
Well, there was a movie that came out last year or the year before that we all loved, and
it'd be something weird.
it brought out three of the same person,
Spider-Man.
all three Spider-Mans.
You're going with Spider-Man.
Oh,
No way.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man. What a trio!
Okay.
That
okay.
was such a good movie.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Now we knew the flop was coming. It didn't come as early
Oh,
as we
that's
thought.
not a flop.
You've picked
That
the same character
is-
three
Bro,
times.
that's
Yes.
not a trio.
It
That's
is a
three
trio.
individual characters that just met up for like 10 minutes.
Three different Spider-Mans all in the
Okay,
one
okay,
world, bro.
Are they not better on their own individually?
No.
100% they are.
Look.
That movie was great. We all fucking loved it. But are we going to really go the original Spider-Man?
Did
wasn't
anyone
better than that
here-
movie on its
No, that movie was the
Did
best.
anyone here go to the midnight launch?
Oh, no.
Is it just me? It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love Marvel.
I'm with Will, but when I think of big threes, I don't think of.
I don't
the
go
three.
to
But you
three
know what?
individual
I will
characters.
go. I will
linked
go.
up.
That's a good shout. Now, Will. The good thing is, Will, about the snake format is you get to redeem yourself.
I get to go again.
Who's
You
your next
need
pick?
to redeem.
All right.
You could have taken
Okay.
pick 5.
I'll go with another movie
Give me an
and
audible
see
shout-outs.
and see if you agree with this one. Ready? Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona.
Okay, that's a good
That's
shout.
a good pick. That
All
was
right, I'm
that-
back.
That was my pick 5.
Oh, you suck.
That was pick 5.
Shut up.
You've
you
got that in
picked
pick
5.
7. No, you've done incredibly well.
Oh, okay. I
So
get
you've gotten that later. I thought it'd go earlier.
That's good. That's good. Now, Chris. You do it to me.
I feel like I might be doing it to you. I'm gonna take SpongeBob, Patrick. and Squidward.
Oh, thank fuck.
I have to scratch someone off.
No, okay, I'm set now. I hope this makes it easy for me. Okay, this is my third pick. Correct. Awesome, easy. Aragon, Gimli, Legolas, Lord of the Rings.
Boo.
As not a big Lord of the Rings guy.
Boo. Boo.
You picked 3 Spider-Man. It's mine different characters.
So you know my biggest problem with that one is I've already forgotten who you said, and I've just written down Lord of the Rings guys
That's fine.
because that's all I know him as.
But see, you're not going to get this next one, but this one might hurt Will. Clarkson, Ham and May.
You suck.
I did see
Oh.
that they would make it, but I was like, you know what? I'm not taking them because I'm not big on it.
You did that one on purpose, didn't you?
No, it's been in here the whole time. I wrote these last night.
I even hit it at the bottom of my
hit it at the
screen
bottom?
so that you couldn't see
Well,
it.
the good news is I've only got 1 pick left, and if this is on the table when it comes to me, I feel like I've done well for myself. Now, Chris, it goes back to you.
There are so many options on the board left for me
Yeah.
that I'm kind of stressed. I'm overthinking it probably, but I thought, you know what? We've taken a lot of actual people, characters. There's only one way to really change up the game, and that's play scissors, paper, rock.
You suck. That was on the top of my list.
He's I won't
Scissors,
find
paper,
that.
rock. How did we decide the order of this? We played scissors, paper, rock. Does
I
it
mean-
deserve to
I
be
mean,
mentioned in things
I
that
go
come in three?
VAR. I call it rock, paper, scissors. But we
Yeah,
can argue that.
I got rock, paper, scissors on here too.
Yeah, we'll take rock, paper, scissors. He's taking scissors, paper, rock. Same game, different format.
You want to know the worst part? I've got it written down as paper, rock, scissors. and that's the worst way.
that is the worst way. Okay.
Oh my
Now, Will,
goodness.
this is where it gets stressful for you because you've got your
Oh,
fourth
these are
and
my
your
last
fifth
2.
final pick.
You got 2.
And I know you, and I know
You can-
somehow it's going to
You
go
can
wrong.
flop it on 1, but you better not ruin 2.
Yeah.
So things that comes in 3s, right?
You know what you want to say.
No. I'm
there.
keeping it good.
It's there.
But
Take it.
by definition, a bender is 3 days in a row of drinking, and we all love a bender.
All right, and your final pick?
No response on the bender?
Just disappointing.
Oh,
Because when you hear who I've got at the end done,
Bro, I have like 7 picks
oh,
left.
I've got one that will hurt him.
now you can make me have to pick really, really hard.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, you put Bender down. It's fine. Let me just have a brief look over.
The rest of them are pretty
Hold
dismal.
on. I just want to call it. He's got the fucking chipmunks on there.
I do too. It's at the bottom of my list, but it's there.
I thought you were going fucking Alvin. Fucking Alvin and the fucking chipmunk. Fuck me.
Hey, that's a childhood trio right there. I could respect that at a pick 5. Any earlier? No.
I feel like we'll need to get Clara to check yours before you come to these things. You've got bronze, silver, gold.
She probably
All right,
told
no.
him a bunch and he went, nah, I'm not doing that.
Mine is gone.
That may or may not have happened.
But I'm maybe putting Clara on forward. I reckon Clara would have said no to some of these.
I'm going
Your final
with
pick?
a final pick.
Wait, drum roll.
We are still in summer in Australia. Iconic Neapolitan ice cream. Oh,
Rate it.
mate.
It was on my list.
Mate, pull that out of the freezer. I
I'm
might have
not-
to pass by Woolies later.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm gonna give you I understand, but I can't relate. Wow, I can't believe these ones are falling to me, Chris. Whatever way you go,
There's too many options. Should I read through some? You already know what you're taking. roughly?
No. We'll read through our next best at the
I haven't
end.
decided.
well, I need you to decide. Then we'll rattle off some at the end.
Yeah, 'cause I still
don't
got
wanna-
some.
I've got 3 options down here.
I don't want to flop this pick. I think it's really close second first between you and I. Will's already thrown it.
Oh, shut up.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man and Bender thrown it.
3 Spider-Mans.
Oh, the Spider-Man meme was better.
Tom.
You had to just go on with that.
If you just had
All
Spider-Man,
right.
not too
My-
late.
my
if
list-
if you just went like this,
My list says 3 Spider-Mans.
that's even worse. You even put the movie.
I'm tossing between 2, and I'm kind of going down
Follow your instincts.
down my list. The instinct's all wrong though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm really tossing between 2, but I feel like you might not take this one, but you could take the other.
No, it's fine. Go for it.
So I'm going to take Mario, Luigi, and Bowser.
I was never touching that with the poll. With a poll. Will any comment?
No.
Okay.
I had no vibes for that one.
This leaves it really nice and easy. And to round it off, I'm going with Jim, Pam, and Dwight. And I pat myself on the back and go. The Office.
But missed out on Michael Scott.
Yeah,
Because-
they're
Is
not
that
a
in the
trio,
trio?
bro.
No, I'll tell you
If
why.
they're not. No,
Yes.
The Office is a whole as a
No.
collect. Nah, I disregard that
Okay.
as an answer.
Okay.
No, we're
No,
taking
that's
it.
fine. That's fine. I
It
go.
sits there around with
No,
Spider-Man.
no. If
Below,
it's been
below.
vetoed, I go LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love, and I walk out the door with the best title we were talking about. Wasn't it
No,
2
we'll
minutes ago?
go. We're keeping your Office.
The reason why I went with Pam, Jim, and Dwight is Michael left, and the show went on.
Yeah, but
LeBron also left. Jordan also left. KD also left.
I just
Spider-Man, 2 of them left.
Well, it's down to you guys.
now, Chris, can you just?
You gotta let us know
I
who won.
want to list off some notable ones that we didn't mention. So basketball wise, yeah, we missed LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin. We also
I
missed.
didn't have any more basketball ones.
Oh.
I only took a couple.
We had Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and James Worthy.
They were there. They
Um,
were thoughts. I didn't add them on my list.
Also, shout out to threesomes. That should have been on
Yeah,
the list,
that-
but Will was too pussy to say it.
Just to follow that,
No, because that's what you were expecting me to say.
right after that one, we're going the opposite. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
I got that on
Oh.
there. That's on my list too.
That I was tossing up between Mario and God.
And
It was
God,
a tough choice. I
tough
went with
shout.
Mario.
Mate,
Did you put God on Fraud Watch?
Close to.
Close to.
my hungry ass had spoon, knife, and fork.
Fuck.
That would have been better than a bender.
Shut up.
That's
Oh.
tough. I said my issue was
My other one was me, myself, and I.
fuck. This is why we let you go first. You've been somewhere.
Luke, Leia, Han Solo,
Yeah, nice.
Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur.
Oh,
My other
that's a
one
good
was
shout.
a meal combo: burger, chips, and a drink.
Man,
Tell me
We need
that's
to
not a good
veto you
combo.
at some
Not
What
terrible.
BLTs?
BLT,
That's 3 things.
bacon, lettuce, tomato. So I'm not getting anything else on the burger.
No
Just
bread.
bacon,
No
lettuce,
bread
tomato.
allowed.
I just
Or
Honestly-
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Honestly, I would have taken a 3-leaf clover over that.
Oh, my
that's a
goodness.
good shout. That's a good shout.
Ready, set, go.
Not terrible. Charlie's Angels. No
Lights,
more
cameras,
sleeper.
action. That one's for you, Shan.
She's not watching at this point.
My last pick that I was like, I wrote it down as my literal last because I was like, if everything else is taken, it's just for the shits and gigs. Name a better trio meme with the Kardashians.
Yeah, Chris, that's as bad as Bender, man. I hate to say it to you. I hate to
do
say
you not
Nah,
remember
nah,
the
nah.
meme itself? It started so much shit because literally someone tweeted, name a better trio with
No, I-
Chloe, Kim, and Courtney.
Oh, just the
And it
originals.
just got ripped into with 100 other trios.
Wow.
Let me just get a photo up on my phone for other notable.
My other one was Migos, R.I.P.
I mean, it's a duo now.
Bronze, silver, and gold.
Yeah, we called that as Fraud Watch.
3 Musketeers. I think 3 Musketeers is pretty good.
I love that you had Clarkson and Hammond May in there.
I know. I hit that one. See, the one.
Get down to the bottom for me. You're telling me your second last one was Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
I thought
that
of-
should be the top.
No, I thought of LeBron, Wade, and Bosch before I thought of. Jordan,
I had
Pippen,
LeBron,
and
Wade, and Bosch
Rodman.
near my bottom because I was like, it's getting taken.
I already knew going third they wouldn't be on the table, but I still had them at the top. I went around and I went, look, I know I'm not getting these two picks, but I'm still going to rock with it. Alrighty. Sorry, this would have been my other notable shout out. If you've seen this meme, the 3 kids discussing meme.
No.
No.
Oh, it's great.
Well, on that note, I think this is where we're going to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Before we end it, let's just quick run through of your picks.
Oh no.
Give me mine, Chris. Give me mine first.
Joe's, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili,
Yeah, strong.
Steph, Clay, Katie.
Yeah.
Lord of the Ring guys.
Yeah.
Top Gear guys.
Yeah.
Jim, Pam, Dwight.
Okay, can I just say, it's actually fraud watch that you've never once watched Top Gear.
I've watched it.
Nah,
just
fraud
not
watch.
enough to bother knowing.
Outside, you
yeah,
said,
hasn't even watched
I
any
don't know, I
specials.
don't know this. It's not really seeming. I don't like Clarkson's fraud watch. Also, if you don't know the characters of Lord of the...
Farm, and that's fine.
Shout out Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah.
Mate, you played Goat Simulator.
Yeah,
For
that's
like
on...
10 minutes.
but you played it. You played it, though. Did you play
If
Farmville?
your mum buys you a game and goes, "Oh, I got this for you,"
I
are you
lied.
not going to try and throw it on?
I lie. Mum,
Shelly, you're on Fraud Watch.
you know I lie. It's fine. You know, I got this outfit, think it would look really good on you. Mate, I've still got a shirt in the wardrobe. Shannon's bought me 2 years ago. When am I wearing it? I'm not. I stand by that.
Clip that part and just send it to her.
I'll text her right now. She knows. I put it on once and she goes, she bought me a singlet. She bought me a singlet. I'm like, Shannon, I don't wear singlets, hey. She's like, oh, you look good in it. No, I don't wear singlets.
Oh, jeez. What were your 5, Chris, again?
Jordan, Pippen, Rodman,
Yeah,
Harry, Hermione, and Ron.
yeah, strong.
SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward. Rock, paper, scissors. And Mario, Luigi, and Bowser.
Your top 2? Strong.
Top 3 strong.
No.
No, I'll go with top 2 as well.
Top 2. Top 2, strong, because we'll let Jordan and that. Either way, you're getting Jordan or LeBron.
Yeah.
So either way, you're getting a strong first pick. From
But
three
to
down.
pick up Harry in the second round, pretty good.
Yeah, but then rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, my
You're
Bender was
forgetting,
better.
like-
Bender was not better. Say that again.
I'm trying to help you, man. I'd say Top Gear Trio is better than rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
I've definitely played rock, paper, scissors more times than I've watched that, heard about it, talked about it.
That's just you.
I think we got to binge watch
Well, the good news is
some
we
top
can have
gear
a
with
vote
Chris
right now. There's 3 of us.
on who's
Democracy
the
wins.
best.
Rock, paper, scissors, or Top Gear.
Oh, it's Top Gear.
And by that,
But-
democracy wins. Okay, you ready?
But
Spider-Man or anything? What do you want to put Spider-Man against? You're 3 Spider-Man.
Well,
Sorry,
apparently,
Spider-Man,
apparently
Spider-Man.
they can take on the world,
You know,
mate.
you can take Spider-Man against Bender.
Yeah.
I think Bender might win.
Spider-Man v. Bender. No, I'm going to go Spider-Man.
I might go Bender, honestly.
No, it's Spider-Man versus Pam, Dwight, and what do you call it?
I'm going in the office.
But it's not even the right
actually,
trio.
That is actually tough.
But I could argue, what about the live-action Spider-Man? No, sorry, the animated one.
I'm talking about the one movie though.
But you didn't. You just said Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
What's
the 3 Spider-Mans.
3. You just wrote 3 Spider-Man. So, I mean, I argue, which ones?
Look, you did well with Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey. Good pick there.
I reckon that's probably going to be the OG win.
That was...
I reckon I reckon just having those 3 will give me the win.
No, you're not getting the win.
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Shrek
is...
is love. Shrek is life.
If you didn't go 3 Spider-Man, if you just went Spider-Man, if you named them or went the Spider-Man meme, you'd be in a stronger standing. But because you just went 3 Spider-Man,
They were my gamble. They were my one that could have gone either way.
they could have gone in the honorable mentions, honestly.
You know, fucking sneeze. Do you want to turn the mic down?
What happened?
No,
Oh, don't worry.
he was about to sneeze.
I held it in.
Strong. Well, let us know who you think did the best. No, I do think top 2, Chris has won the top 2, but it's the rest that lets you down. Just honest, top 2, great. The rest,
All right. Instead of who has the top 5, let's just ask who has the top 1 overall, and then we'll go. We'll
I still think you fumbled the first pick, though.
we'll find out.
yeah. That's just here we go. Here's top.
We
2
knew I was
questions.
going to fumble something. I fumbled a few times.
3 out of 5 you fumbled.
Look,
Maybe
I
2 out of
feel
5.
like generationally, you're either going Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, or Wade. Chris. When I first met you was literally 2011, and that was prime
Yeah.
Miami Heat. That's very prime when you fell in love with basketball. Truly, I know you watched like 06 Wade, but when you watched that LeBron Wade, when we were in school, it was the top
Oh,
of everything.
man,
You know what I mean?
You're watching LeBron and he's
We watched it in math class. We did it all. But yeah, in third, I knew I was losing the first picks. I knew I was losing the best pick. Let's go with who has the worst pick.
I guess we'll find out in the comments.
Bender.
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 No way.
Bender. Because you had to define it. If you've got to define it,
No,
You've lost.
because some people might not know what is.
but now, bro, I'm 26
the
now.
full
A bender's just one day. If I have one day in the next
not a
morning,
bender. That's just.
can you
having-
do a bender these days?
Yeah, If you're having just one, then it's just like a wine with.
See, most people go a bender is like just 2 days straight.
Just the weekend.
No,
Just the
no,
weekend.
I actually had to Google this just to confirm. A
You
bender,
had to
a
Google it,
bender,
you shouldn't have even had it on the
a
list.
no, because I thought a bender was 3 days straight, and I googled it and I got confirmation. Bender is 3 days of a minimum of 3 days consecutive.
Let me just go on to Urban Dictionary.
Oh, now you're trying to find one part that doesn't actually say it.
So it goes, bender, term used to describe a time span over a couple of days where you get extremely drunk or high and are too shit-faced to remember the events.
You know, well, it's fine to be in the draft.
The definition
definitely
insists
better
that in order
options.
to be a true bender, the drinking spree has to last at least 3 days.
Look, well, I think the biggest issue with it is where you took it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably not a good pick. It goes under binge drinking. We know.
I told you, I'm 26 now. I can't do a bender. I can't. You saw me on the weekend, one day and I'm done.
Yeah, fair.
I'm too old for this now. Knees are sore.
Yeah, but I'm giving. Oh, if you look at my list, I've given picks for a variety of ages and demographics.
But like, so have I. So has Joe.
You're not really helping yourself here. Look,
I guess we'll find out.
we'll find out.
We'll have to find out.
Thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, tell us this week on how Will went wrong with his draft, and let us know how he's going to go wrong next week.
I'll try my best not. I reckon I got 2 out of 5 wrong this week. I reckon I'll slowly improve. I'll go 1 out of 5
Okay.
next week. Let's see. We'll see. We'll find out. Tune in next week and we'll go from there.
Right. Thank you guys
Quickly,
for watching.
before we're out, thanks Bella Vista for having the podcast studio. Amazing area. Come down, free services.
We
Room's
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Thank you. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.